Okay, you probably don't want to hear this, but data analyst certificates, they're not getting people hired like they used to. Now, before you go off clicking, thinking, here we go again, just another person trashing certificates, I want you to pause and ask yourself one thing. If certificates were really the golden ticket into tech, why are there still thousands of folks walking around with them and still no job? The uncomfortable truth, the job market has changed, but a lot of people are still playing by the same 2020 rule book when it comes to breaking into data. So here's what I'm going to break down for you today. I'm going to give you 3 hard truths about why certificates aren't cutting it anymore and what hiring managers are really looking for in candidates, and the exact strategy that my students use to land roles without getting another degree and without dropping 10 or 15K on a boot camp, without wasting another 6 months spinning in circles. And if you stay with me until the end, I'm going to show you the exact portfolio project that's been getting my students interviews and job offers at places like Microsoft and Roku. Whether you got a stack of certs collecting dust or you're brand new and trying to figure out where to start, this video is going to save you time, money, and a lot of frustration. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Kadisha. I used to deliver pizzas for $8 an hour, and now I deliver insights as a self-taught data scientist. And I've coached thousands of other career changers how to break into data analytics without going back to school and wasting time and thousands of dollars on courses that just don't work. My students have landed roles at big tech companies, government, consulting, and even startups. So when I tell you that the certificate game is broken, I'm not speculating, I'm speaking from experience. So let's get into it. Truth number 1. The great certificate paradox. Here's what's wild. While hiring managers are becoming more skeptical of certificates, the actual data says something else. Certified data professionals are still earning 10 to 25% more than their non-certified peers, and they're more likely to get promoted. So what's the disconnect here? It's not that certificates are useless on their own, it's that there's actually a hierarchy to them that most people don't understand. At the very bottom, you have your certificates of completion. Think Google Data Analytics, Coursera, Udemy, the I watch some videos type. These are everywhere now, and when everyone has them, they stop meaning everything. But at the very top, you're talking the real certifications like Tableau Desktop Specialist, Databricks, AWS, Microsoft, Azure. These require studying and a proctored exam. You can't just watch a video and click next, and these carry more weight in the job market. But listen up, this is what most people miss completely. Even if you had one of these top tier certifications, it's still not enough if you're missing the one thing that 85% of hiring managers say is a non-negotiable. We're going to get into that in just a bit. But first, truth number 2, the skills that actually matter. Here's the deal. The modern data analyst isn't just someone who knows how to run queries and build dashboards. 5 years ago, you could get hired with just basic Excel, some basic SQL, and maybe some basic Tableau. But in 2025, that's going to get you ghosted. Today, the most in-demand analysts are business translators. They take complex data and turn it into insights that actually drive decisions. One of my students who used to be a teacher had the Google cert and couldn't land a single interview. But the moment that she built a consulting style data analytics project for her local nonprofit, recruiters were in her inbox within a week, and she landed a role in finance with a 20K pay raise. The difference here is she stopped thinking like a student and started thinking like a consultant. All right, so truth number 3, and this is the one that most people sleep on. Your portfolio is your proof of competence. Forget the resume bullets for a second. The real way that recruiters and hiring managers evaluate you nowadays is a solid, curated project portfolio. Anyone can say that they know SQL, but can you show me how you clean up messy data, finding actionable insights, and telling a story that can influence decision makers? This is what separates the hired from the hopeful. Now, if you're sitting here realizing that your current approach isn't cutting it to break into data, and you want a step-by-step plan that's already helped thousands of people land high-paying data analyst roles without going back to school and getting another degree, I've got something for you. Hit the link in the description to book your free data career strategy call, and we will build a personalized roadmap to help you get hired within the next 3 to 6 months. Don't wait, spots go fast. Okay, so what exactly should you do instead? Here's a 3-step action plan that's been getting my students hired at big tech companies without extra degrees or boot camps or wasting time. Step 1, Master the trinity of modern data skills. Let's be real, if you're struggling with joins in SQL, you're not job ready. Companies aren't paying high salaries for people who just click through dashboards. They're paying people who can take messy, chaotic data and turn it into clarity that drives results. So SQL mastery, not just select star from. I'm talking window functions, CTEs, datetime manipulation, real world joins across multiple tables that actually answer a question. That's what real jobs require. Data storytelling. This is where most people fail hard. If your dashboard and visuals look like a rainbow exploded with charts with no direction, you're doing it all wrong. Data storytelling means here's what's happening, here's why it matters, and here's what you should do about it. Clear, confident, and strategic. One of my students was stuck in the job search limbo for months, but once she learned how to lead with insights on her portfolio, not just dump random charts on a canvas, she started landing multiple offers in like 6 weeks. Next, business acumen. This is your superpower. Most analysts just wait for someone to tell them what to analyze. The analysts who get promoted and hired, they're the ones who can walk into a meeting already having answers to questions that leadership didn't even know they needed to ask. Understanding how businesses make money, what affects churn, revenue, customer lifetime value, that's what makes you a strategic partner, not just a regular analyst. Step 2, building projects that solve actual business problems. Now, this is where people mess up entirely. They build portfolio projects that scream, I just followed a tutorial, whether it's just Netflix recommendations or another COVID dashboards. Hiring managers have seen these 1,000 times and they know that you didn't actually solve a problem, you just followed along a tutorial. But here's what you need to do instead. Find a local nonprofit, literally anything. It could be a food bank, an animal shelter, a youth program. These are organizations drowning in data that they don't understand, whether it's volunteer hours, donor lists, event signups, but no one's doing anything with it. Reach out and offer 30 days of free data analytics consulting, not 6 months, not 45 days, just 1 month to make real impact. One of my students partnered with a local food bank, took 5 years worth of their messy Excel sheets, cleaned it up, and found out which fundraising campaigns actually worked and gave them a clear marketing focus. This went on her resume as a data analyst consultant, increased donor retention by 23% through data-driven segmentation strategy. Step 3, package it all in a portfolio. So your portfolio is your proof of work, but most people don't even have one. Or they just treat it like a homework assignment that they don't even want to do. Random dashboards, no context, broken GitHub links, or just unorganized GitHub repos. No clear story. That's not going to cut it anymore. Every single project on your portfolio should follow a formula. What's the business problem? What did you do to solve it? And what were the insights and the impact? No more, hey, I just built a dashboard. Make it visual and easy to digest. You can use Notion, Canva, even a simple Google site. It doesn't have to be fancy, it just needs to be professional. Now, here's another secret weapon that will put you ahead of the rest. Consulting style presentations. Turn that nonprofit project into a slide deck like you're presenting it to the CEO. Action titles, one insight per slide, and clear recommendations. When you get this right, hiring managers will literally look at your work and say, why haven't we hired this person already? Because they can see it. You're not just talking about your skills, you're demonstrating them. The bottom line, stop building look what I learned projects and start building look what I solved projects, and package it cleanly. Tell a story and watch how fast people start asking you when you can start. So listen, data analytics isn't what it used to be a few years ago. Certificates alone isn't cutting it anymore. But the good news is now you know what works. And while everyone else is going to be collecting badges and wondering why they're still getting ghosted, you now have the blueprint, the real roadmap to go from stuck to high-paying analyst. So the question is now, what are you going to do with this information? Keep playing the old game or finally step into the strategy that's going to get you hired right now? And if you're ready to stop guessing and actually get results, click the link in the description and book your free strategy call, and let's map out exactly how to get you hired in the next 3 to 6 months. And if this video opened your eyes, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway, and I'll see you in the next one.